Hey guys, today I'm going to make a simple Instant Pot chili, and really there's very few ingredients that you actually need. For this I'm using about 1.25 pounds of ground beef. You can use anywhere between 1 and 2 pounds. I've got 1 large onion, medium large, diced up, because you don't need to see me cut an onion up. Believe me, I did that video and it was the most hated video I've ever done. Alright, next we have chili powder. I have a can of diced tomatoes, a 28 ounce can, large, and I have some tomato sauce. Those are what you need. And then optionally, you could add some beans. I've got some red kidney beans here. I won't be adding the beans to mine for various reasons. Plan on using these on hot dogs, and beans doesn't go too well with that. And I might use it in spaghetti or macaroni. The next thing is rotel, which is kind of adds a little flavor to it. If you feel like adding something like that, you can. If you don't, just skip it. Here I've got some chipotle peppers in a can. Those are good to add a little heat. And I like adding beer to mine. I've got like about a cup of beer there. The other thing you could do, you could add whatever you feel like to it. Like, for example, these little packets of Taco Bell seasoning that I constantly end up with too many of. They're kind of good in chili. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. Cut. All right. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to set our Instant Pot to saute. If I can figure out where that is. Yep. Right there, saute, and then we're just going to start browning our ground beef. And when we do that, you can add a little salt and pepper to it. Probably a good idea. So that's going to take a little while. So what I'll do is I'll get back as soon as that is getting going. Okay, so my meat is browned, and it's rendered off a considerable amount of fat. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and I'm just going to drain that fat. Instead of leaving to do that, I'll just drain it real quick into this bowl, which I'll deal with later. Alright, so the easiest way to do this is just put a lid over it. And just pour off your fat. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you just don't want it real fatty. Yeah, I think we're good. So we'll just go with that. Okay, we've got our drained off beef. Put that back in the pot. And this is about how much we got. Can't see it with that angle. It's about 3/4 of a cup. Alright, got that back in the pot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add the onions. Trying to get most of them in the pot. All of them would be awesome, but we'll see. Alright. Got my onions in there. Now I'm just going to go in with my tomatoes next, and I've left all of the liquid in the can for the tomatoes because this needs as much liquid as we can get in there. And I'm going to put our tomato sauce in, and now we're going to mix this. And you could have added chili powder earlier, but I don't really measure it. I just kind of, I guess it's about 1/4 cup that I put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that back on saute so it can warm up a little bit while we're putting everything together. Now at this point, you want to take a look, make sure it's got a good red color. And if you've cooked your meat, it's not going to kill you to taste it. Going to taste a little tomatoey because those are raw. So I'm going to add a little bit more of that. And I might go in with some optional ingredients. I'm definitely not going to use the beans. These chipotles can get very, very hot if you're not really careful. So I'm going to use this can of Rotel. Rotel is kind of, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a peppery thing. I'm pretty sure it's made for enhancing chilies and certain Mexican foods. I should really look into that more. It's got enough like chili peppery flavor to really pick up this chili. Okay, that's that, and I'm going to go ahead and add my beer. And as I said, I wanted to try, I'm going to go ahead and use some of these Taco Bell packets. I started doing this like the last batch of chili that I made, and I thought it was pretty good. So, I mean, maybe give it a try. If you're skeptical, just put some in, make your chili the normal way and put this in the bowl afterwards. Alright, so everything's together, and this is as far as we're going to take this. I will give the I got enough chili powder in there. Alright, so all we need to do now is put on the lid and let it go for, I'm going to go struggle with this for 20 minutes. It only happens when I'm trying to film. There we go. Okay, we set it for sealing, and I'm going to turn off the saute mode. I'm going to hit beans and chili, and it's going 30 minutes, so what we want to do, I'll let it go 20 minutes. Okay, so in all honesty, you're not going to win any kind of chili cook-off with this chili, but it's a good place to start. You know, get your basic knowledge, get your foot in the door. And now I've got 20 minutes, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and release the pressure on this. And we'll plate it up. Okay, my steam is off. So let me just go ahead and move this. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So, it smells good. So we'll start with a small bowl. And I'll give it the old taste test. Very hot. This is good. This is good. So you might ask, why a pressure cooker to begin with? Well, first of all, your tomatoes are kind of raw. Your onions are raw. Using the pressure cooker softens everything up in a lot quicker time. Delicious. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps in the algorithms. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. Like I said before, you're not going to win any competition with this chili, but it gives you a good place to start. And from there, you can just you can work on things. Now, I'm not going to say that you're not going to win with this. I mean, I have no idea what your competition's skills are. So, you know, you never know. I mean, if you're invited to a chili cook-off and you want to put something together in a hurry, just, you know, just to show up to the party, and who knows. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try it. If you do, let me know how it worked out for you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.